escalation. The ceasefire between Israel and Hezbollah in Lebanon appears to be largely holding despite minor violations. 3 Lebanese border towns are reported to have come under Israeli gunfire on Thursday morning. China has confirmed reports that it carried out a prisoner swap with the US, exchanging 3 Americans detained in China for 3 Chinese nationals. The Foreign Ministry did not confirm the identities of the Chinese nationals. Meanwhile, Beijing has denied Western media reports that the Chinese Defense Minister Dong Jun has become the 3rd defense minister in a row to be placed under investigation for corruption. Instead, the military said that a different senior official has been suspended over allegations of serious violations of discipline. Fierce fighting between jihadists and government forces in northwestern Syria has gone into a second day. A war monitoring group said there have been more than 130 deaths. Opposition lawmakers in India have disrupted Parliament for a 3rd day, seeking a discussion on allegations against the business tycoon Gautam Adani and his Adani Group. US authorities have accused Mr. Adani and several associates of paying bribes to secure power supply contracts. The Adani Groups described the charges as baseless. At least 13 people have died after landslides hit 5 villages in eastern Uganda. Several people are still unaccounted for. A team of European scientists has constructed a step-by-step model of how dinosaurs rose to dominate Earth by studying fossilized excrement, vomit, and food. Researchers say their investigations reveal the dinosaurs used evolutionary advantages. BBC News.
Getting onto the property ladder has never been easy until now. Join us this and every Thursday from 7 p.m. to 8:30 p.m. live on the Property Hour Show on Starr Radio UK, where we talk to mortgage brokers, property developers, estate agents, landlord, tenant, property consultants on how to invest or get into the property business and make money. You can't afford to miss this. The Property Hour Show is your best source into the property industry.
And Uruj from SendWave. SendWave is a money transfer app that is used by people all over the world to send money to their loved ones in Africa. With SendWave, you can send money to Ghana, Nigeria, Kenya, Uganda, and Tanzania. And the best part is, SendWave is absolutely commission-free. Our exchange rates are excellent. You can see for yourself by checking them out on our website. So how do you use SendWave? SendWave is an app that you can download onto your phone from the App Store or Google Play Store. The app is free to download. After downloading it, just open the app and enter your name, email, and phone number. That's it. You're good to go. Make sure you use the promo code SR. S for Star, R for Radio. This promo code will give you £5 free credit to send to Africa on your first transaction. Your money will be delivered to your recipient within seconds. Feel free to call me on 0749 7377 647 at any time. I'll be happy to tell you all about SendWave and help you in any way I can. Remember to use the promo code SR for £5 free credit. Medasse. Hi there. Are you dreaming of owning your own house in Ghana? Then you will need a well-documented piece of land that is free from troubles. I highly recommend My Africa Property for any size of land that you will need. With My Africa Property, lands are available in Prampram, Sopoli, Tohenia, Ogome, Dodova, Winneba, and many other locations at affordable prices. These locations are about an hour away from the airport, only 35 minutes from the motorway, 10 minutes drive from Central University College, 10 minutes drive to the beach, and close to Prampram Senior High School and Ghana Men's Soccer Center of Excellence. For more details, visit our website www.myafricaproperty.com or call our UK office on 0208 123 2523. For our US and Canada offices, call us on +1 585 184 994145. You can also email us at ghana@myafricaproperty.com.
Hey, Charlie. You're on your way to Ghana. Boy, oh boy. You stressed out. Tired? God, you're going to be resting. Okay, then let me recommend to you JN Mobile Spa in Accra, Ghana. Oh boy. JN Mobile Spa, they provide organic care in massage. Are you stressed? Do you need rejuvenated, etc.? For your facials, maybe exfoliating, firming, and lifting? Then contact JN Spa on 00233 244 941 002 or 00233 2006 06386, and they will be right there on time. JN Mobile Spa, your health and beauty needs at your doorstep. Are you looking for the fastest, reliable, and trustworthy door-to-door shipment company? Well, look no further. When was the last time your family received a shipment back in Ghana on time and in time? You are not sure? Well, Lamb Shippers, we pride ourselves with being the fastest, reliable, and trustworthy shippers you can use. You are assured of a prompt pickup anywhere in the UK by our personnel. They also make sure your items are well packaged to get to its destination in time. When it comes to door-to-door shipment, look no further. Well, Lamb Shippers, contact us on 07939009321 or 07498911820. Or you can visit our website www.welllamp.co.uk. You can also drop us a mail, info@welllamp@gmail.com. Well Lamp Shippers, fast, reliable, and trustworthy.
Hi everyone, it's your girl BB Clemens, the author of How to Go from Employee to Entrepreneur and the host of your weekly business show, BB Means Business, the show where we discuss everything you ever wanted to know about business but you were afraid to ask. How do I start my business? How do I raise the finance? How do I grow my business? Where am I going to find my customers? Join me every Tuesday at 1:30 p.m. on Starr Radio UK to get all the information and tips that you need to become a successful entrepreneur and become financially free. Remember, don't let life dictate to you. Rather, put your signature on life.
Getting onto the property ladder has never been easy until now. Join us this and every Thursday from 7 p.m. to 8:30 p.m. live on the Property Hour Show on Starr Radio UK, where we talk to mortgage brokers, property developers, estate agents, landlord, tenant, property consultants on how to invest or get into the property business and make money. You can't afford to miss this. The Property Hour Show is your best source into the property industry.
Tune in to On Point here on Starr Radio UK with Empress Regina every Monday at 5 p.m. GMT. Looking forward to your company.
Hi guys, this is your friend Uruj from SendWave. SendWave is a money transfer app that is used by people all over the world to send money to their loved ones in Africa. With SendWave, you can send money to Ghana, Nigeria, Kenya, Uganda, and Tanzania. And the best part is, SendWave is absolutely commission free. Our exchange rates are excellent. You can see for yourself by checking them out on our website. So how do you use SendWave? SendWave is an app that you can download onto your phone from the App Store or Google Play Store. The app is free to download. After downloading it, just open the app and enter your name, email, and phone number. That's it. You're good to go. Make sure you use the promo code SR. S for Star, R for Radio. This promo code will give you £5 free credit to send to Africa on your first transaction. Your money will be delivered to your recipient within seconds. Feel free to call me on 0749 7377 647 at any time. I'll be happy to tell you all about SendWave and help you in any way I can. Remember to use the promo code SR for £5 free credit. Medasse. Hi there. Are you dreaming of owning your own house in Ghana? Then you will need a well-documented piece of land that is free from troubles. I highly recommend My Africa Property for any size of land that you will need. With My Africa Property, lands are available in Pram, Sopoli, Tohenia, Ogome, Dodova, Winneba, and many other locations at affordable prices. These locations are about an hour away from the airport, only 35 minutes from the motorway, 10 minutes drive from Central University College, 10 minutes drive to the beach, and close to Pram Senior High School and Ghana Men's Soccer Center of Excellence. For more details, visit our website www.myafricaproperty.com or call our UK office on 0208 123 2523. For our US and Canada offices, call us on +1 585 184 994145. You can also email us at ghana@myafricaproperty.com.
Hey, Charlie. You're on your way to Ghana. Boy, oh boy. You stressed out. Tired? Go, you're going to be resting. Okay, then let me recommend to you JN Mobile Spa in Accra, Ghana. Oh boy. JN Mobile Spa, they provide organic care in massage. Are you stressed? Do you need rejuvenated, etc.? For your facials, maybe exfoliating, firming, and lifting? Then contact JN Spa on 00233 244 941 002 or 00233 2006 06386, and they will be right there on time. JN Mobile Spa, your health and beauty needs at your doorstep. Are you looking for the fastest, reliable, and trustworthy door-to-door shipment company? Well, look no further. When was the last time your family received a shipment back in Ghana on time and intact? You are not sure? Well, Lamb Shippers, we pride ourselves with being the fastest, reliable, and trustworthy shippers you can use. You are assured of a prompt pickup anywhere in the UK by our personnel. They also make sure your items are well packaged to get to its destination intact. When it comes to door-to-door shipment, look no further. Well, Lamb Shippers, contact us on 07939009321 or 07498911820. Or you can visit our website www.welllamp.co.uk. You can also drop us a mail, info@welllamp@gmail.com. Well Lamb Shippers, fast, reliable, and trustworthy.
Hi everyone, it's your girl BB Clement, the author of How to Go from Employee to Entrepreneur and the host of your weekly business show, BB Means Business, the show where we discuss everything you ever wanted to know about business but you were afraid to ask. How do I start my business? How do I raise the finance? How do I grow my business? Where am I going to find my customers? Join me every Tuesday at 1:30 p.m. on Starr Radio UK to get all the information and tips that you need to become a successful entrepreneur and become financially free. Remember, don't let life dictate to you. Rather, put your signature on life.
Getting onto the property ladder has never been easy until now. Join us this and every Thursday from 7 p.m. to 8:30 p.m. live on the Property Hour Show on Starr Radio UK, where we talk to mortgage brokers, property developers, estate agents, landlord, tenant, property consultants on how to invest or get into the property business and make money. You can't afford to miss this. The Property Hour Show is your best source into the property industry.
Tune in to On Point here on Starr Radio UK with Empress Regina every Monday at 5 p.m. GMT. Looking forward to your company.
Hi guys, this is your friend Uruj from SendWave. SendWave is a money transfer app that is used by people all over the world to send money to their loved ones in Africa. With SendWave, you can send money to Ghana, Nigeria, Kenya, Uganda, and Tanzania. And the best part is, SendWave is absolutely commission free. Our exchange rates are excellent. You can see for yourself by checking them out on our website. So how do you use SendWave? SendWave is an app that you can download onto your phone from the App Store or Google Play Store. The app is free to download. After downloading it, just open the app and enter your name, email, and phone number. That's it. You're good to go. Make sure you use the promo code SR. S for Star, R for Radio. This promo code will give you £5 free credit to send to Africa on your first transaction. Your money will be delivered to your recipient within seconds. Feel free to call me on 0749 7377 647 at any time. I'll be happy to tell you all about SendWave and help you in any way I can. Remember to use the promo code SR for £5 free credit. Medasse. Hi there. Are you dreaming of owning your own house in Ghana? Then you will need a well-documented piece of land that is free from troubles. I highly recommend My Africa Property for any size of land that you will need. With My Africa Property, lands are available in Prampram, Sopoli, Tohenia, Ogome, Dodova, Winneba, and many other locations at affordable prices. These locations are about an hour away from the airport, only 35 minutes from the motorway, 10 minutes drive from Central University College, 10 minutes drive to the beach, and close to Prampram Senior High School and Ghana Men's Soccer Center of Excellence. For more details, visit our website www.myafricaproperty.com or call our UK office on 0208 123 2523. For our US and Canada offices, call us on +1 585 184 994145. You can also email us at ghana@myafricaproperty.com.
Hey, Charlie. You're on your way to Ghana. Boy, oh boy. You stressed out. Tired? Go, you're going to be resting. Okay, then let me recommend to you JN Mobile Spa in Accra, Ghana. Oh boy, JN Mobile Spa, they provide organic care in massage. Are you stressed? Do you need rejuvenating, etc.? For your facials, maybe exfoliating, firming, and lifting? Then contact JN Spa on 00233 244 941 002 or 00233 2006 06386, and they will be right there on time. JN Mobile Spa, your health and beauty needs at your doorstep. Are you looking for the fastest, reliable, and trustworthy door-to-door shipment company? Well, look no further. When was the last time your family received a shipment back in Ghana on time and in time? You are not sure? Well, Lamb Shippers, we pride ourselves with being the fastest, reliable, and trustworthy shippers you can use. You are assured of prompt pickup anywhere in the UK by our personnel. They also make sure your items are well packaged to get to its destination in time. When it comes to door-to-door shipment, look no further. Well, Lamb Shippers, contact us on 07939009321 or 07498911820. Or you can visit our website www.welllamp.co.uk. You can also drop us a mail, info@welllamp@gmail.com. Well Lamp Shippers, fast, reliable, and trustworthy.
Hi everyone, it's your girl BB Clement, the author of How to Go from Employee to Entrepreneur and the host of your weekly business show, BB Means Business, the show where we discuss everything you ever wanted to know about business but you were afraid to ask. How do I start my business? How do I raise the finance? How do I grow my business? Where am I going to find my customers? Join me every Tuesday at 1:30 p.m. on Starr Radio UK to get all the information and tips that you need to become a successful entrepreneur and become financially free. Remember, don't let life dictate to you. Rather, put your signature on life.
Getting onto the property ladder has never been easy until now. Join us this and every Thursday from 7 p.m. to 8:30 p.m. live on the Property Hour Show on Starr Radio UK, where we talk to mortgage brokers, property developers, estate agents, landlord, tenant, property consultants on how to invest or get into the property business and make money. You can't afford to miss this. The Property Hour Show is your best source into the property industry.
Tune in to On Point here on Starr Radio UK with Empress Regina every Monday at 5 p.m. GMT. Looking forward to your company.
Hi guys, this is your friend Uruj from SendWave. SendWave is a money transfer app that is used by people all over the world to send money to their loved ones in Africa. With SendWave, you can send money to Ghana, Nigeria, Kenya, Uganda, and Tanzania. And the best part is, SendWave is absolutely commission free. Our exchange rates are excellent. You can see for yourself by checking them out on our website. So how do you use SendWave? SendWave is an app that you can download onto your phone from the App Store or Google Play Store. The app is free to download. After downloading it, just open the app and enter your name, email, and phone number. That's it. You're good to go. Make sure you use the promo code SR. S for Star, R for Radio. This promo code will give you £5 free credit to send to Africa on your first transaction. Your money will be delivered to your recipient within seconds. Feel free to call me on 0749 7377 647 at any time. I'll be happy to tell you all about SendWave and help you in any way I can. Remember to use the promo code SR for £5 free credit. Medasse. Hi there. Are you dreaming of owning your own house in Ghana? Then you will need a well-documented piece of land that is free from troubles. I highly recommend My Africa Property for any size of land that you will need. With My Africa Property, lands are available in Prampram, Sopoli, Tohenia, Ogome, Dodova, Winneba, and many other locations at affordable prices. These locations are about an hour away from the airport, only 35 minutes from the motorway, 10 minutes drive from Central University College, 10 minutes drive to the beach, and close to Prampram Senior High School and Ghana Men's Soccer Center of Excellence. For more details, visit our website www.myafricaproperty.com or call our UK office on 0208 123 2523. For our US and Canada offices, call us on +1 585 184 994145. You can also email us at ghana@myafricaproperty.com.
Hey, Charlie. You're on your way to Ghana. Boy, oh boy. You stressed out. Tired? Go, you're going to be resting. Okay, then let me recommend to you JN Mobile Spa in Accra, Ghana. Oh boy. JN Mobile Spa, they provide organic care in massage. Are you stressed? Do you need rejuvenated, etc.? For your facials, maybe exfoliating, firming, and lifting? Then contact JN Spa on 00233 244 941 002 or 00233 2006 06386, and they will be right there on time. JN Mobile Spa, your health and beauty needs at your doorstep.
The best radio show. The best radio show.
Broadcasting worldwide, online 24/7.
All around the world. In your car.
At work.
At home.
On your smartphone.
This is Starr Radio UK.
Are you ready to turn it up?
10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Your heart is aching. Smile even though it's breaking. When there are clouds in the sky, you get by. If you smile through your fear and sorrow, smile and maybe tomorrow you find that life is still worthwhile if you just smile. Hey, this is Archie, and you are listening to Starr Radio UK and the Morning Show.
Your favorite Afro-Caribbean radio station in the UK.
And the Morning Show.
This is Starr Radio. This is
UK.
Starr Radio
UK.
This is Starr Radio
UK.
Welcome.
Broadcasting worldwide, online 24/7.
Enlighten your day with Starr Radio. Starr Radio. Radio for the people, by the people.
Oh, hello, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, good dawn to you, wherever you might be on planet Earth, and those of you on other planets as well. I want to salute you and welcome you to the Thursday edition of the Morning Show. It is a very cold day here in London, but well, my producer has done very good for me, making sure that I'll be kept warm. So I'm here this morning. Can't see Mr. Francis Guy himself, my boss man. Let me put it that way. Francis, good morning to you, and thank you very much. And let me say good morning to my colleague and co-presenter, Mr. Live Ikoiki. He's not going to be live with us, but as I do say, he's sending us various information so that we can share with you as well. Good morning to Kojo D. Felix, good morning. Good morning to Mr. Dan Tebri, CEO of GL Accountancy Services. And good morning to Mr. Frank Davids and all presenters on Starr Radio. You can salute each and every one of you. To the one and only Bishop Adeshina, good morning. Anjana Dedeji Aziz, Shamsuddin, good morning. And all you who join join us on the sister broadcast of the Yoruba Nation and all Koiki Media and all those who join us on those platforms. I salute each and every one of you. Thank you for your patronage. Yes, it is a Thursday edition of the morning show. Atakofi, good morning to you as well. Pastor Mrs. Salome Ado, it's your birthday today. I say massive happy birthday to you, lady. I hope you are doing well and enjoy your day. And as your year, so shall your strength be. May the Lord continue to grant you the heart desire of yours. All right, good. Okay, if you are celebrating your birthday today or doing something special today, we celebrate with you. We love you to bits and well done. Congratulations, whichever is appropriate. All right. Well, as we do on Thursdays, I'm going to bring you the quote for the day, the weather forecast to follow suit, then the travel updates. I'm going to bring you take you on global trotting after that, and then we'll bring you the details of the stories. Should we have had Mr. Olaimi Koike, then he was going to join us to bring us the details of the updates that we're going to be looking at from Nigeria from 11 o'clock. However, because it's not going to be with us, we're going to continue. I'm going to bring you those ones as well, though, and then we'll move on from there to have a look at some of the stories, the details of other parts of the world. We'll be going to Ghana as well. We'll be looking at the 7th of December election that's going to be taking place. How many days more now? We've got about 9 days for the election to take place. Are the preparation, are the parties in a place where they think that everything is above board and they will accept if they win or they lose? Is there going to be anything of the sort? Or, as we know in African politics, no matter how somebody pound somebody down, maybe they will say, no, we think that something has gone wrong. But do things go wrong? Oh yeah, things do go wrong. There are machinations that take place. However, we're going to be seeing whether the various political parties and individuals who are running for this election are satisfied with the necessary preparation. And also, moving on from there, we'll be looking at the other stories in other parts of the world, and hopefully at 11:45 the lines will be open for you to add your voice to the discussion. Then hopefully just gone 12 we'll be bringing the program to a close. So in Nigeria, that's what's going to happen today. So wherever you are, welcome to the program. This is Starr Radio UK, and I remain yours sincerely. If you don't know, the one and only,
This is the morning show with Archie.
Thank you very much. Let me say good morning to Alicia Hickson. I hope you are doing very well. Okay, let's crack on. So the quote for the day says, it is easy to spend the most time on things that matter least. Make time for the most important things in life, i.e. people. Yes. Because you get to a point where there's nobody, you cannot get your car to even drive to you, to take you, and all those things, but you need a human being. So be nice to people. Yes, that's what the Zongo man says, and I seem to agree with him. 125.155%. He says, be nice to everyone and make the world a better place. Okay, Starr Radio UK, your favorite African and Caribbean radio station in London, and it is the Thursday edition of the morning show. Let's go straight to the weather front as well. It is snippy here in London, and as we know, yeah, that's what we live in, Felix will say, and that is how we have to be used to that. Okay, yes, we are used to that. But let me tell you, for London and the southern part of England, the weather is going to be dry this afternoon with any remaining areas of mist and fog clearing. Now, this will leave hazy sunny spells for most, but it will tend to cloud over from the west by the evening. Now tonight it's going to be breezier and with areas of cloud and clear spells prevailing. Now skies will tend to more widely clear closer to dawn, and it will turn increasingly mild through the early hours. So the temperature is going to be 6 degrees and the lower is going to be 1 degree. UV level is going to be low and pollution is going to be low. Sunset 15:57 and sunrise for tomorrow morning 07:40 hours. And that was or is the end of the weather forecast for you. It is all coming your way from Starr Radio UK. All right, we're going to be moving on to the travel updates, and as you know, as we say, Keep your eyes on the roads. Keep your eyes on the roads as keeping updated. I promise our bond. So on the travel updates this morning on the underground, now the Piccadilly line has no service between Rayners Lane and Uxbridge due to poor rail conditions caused by significant leaf fall. There are severe delays to the rest of the line while they fix a signal failure at King's Cross, St Pancras, London Overground, and other underground lines are accepting the tickets there. Also on the Jubilee line, there are minor delays due to train cancellation, so please check before you leave. On the other side, all the other underground lines are running good. The latest new underground lines, the Mildway, the Suffragette, the Waiver, and the Windrush, which the Mayor of London is going to be inaugurating today. Where do they run from and where to? We're going to be telling you more about that. Okay. All right. Now, let's move on to the major roads in London. And let me tell you what is happening there. Of course, on the A roads, there are no exceptional delays. You zoom through it like no man's business. Now, when it comes to the riverbank this morning, the Woolwich is offering a special service, one boat service due to a regulatory assessment that is going on. That aside, all the others are running a very good service. The London Cable Car, good service as usual. And that brings us straight to the final segment of the travel update. That is the National Rail. Have I got news for you? Yes, but continue to listen to us whilst we keep your eyes on the roads. Now, Cross Country has got special service, Great Western Railway, special service, Greater Anglia, special service, Island Line, special service, Merseyrail, special service, Northern Rail, special service, ScotRail, special service, Southwestern, Southern, and Transport for Wales have all got special service. So please, if you are traveling using any of these lines, please check it out before you leave so you don't miss your appointment. That aside, this is why I bring the update to a close. And as I will say once again, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, good dawn to you wherever you are listening to us from. Enjoy your commute for today. But you know what? Continue to keep those eyes where? On the road. Stay tuned. Take a commercial break. I come back and I bring you or take you on the global trotting. Stay tuned.
Hi guys, this is your friend Uruj from SendWave. SendWave is a money transfer app that is used by people all over the world to send money to their loved ones in Africa. With SendWave, you can send money to Ghana, Nigeria, Kenya, Uganda, and Tanzania. And the best part is, SendWave is absolutely commission free. Our exchange rates are excellent. You can see for yourself by checking them out on our website. So how do you use SendWave? SendWave is an app that you can download onto your phone from the App Store or Google Play Store. The app is free to download. After downloading it, just open the app and enter your name, email, and phone number. That's it. You're good to go. Make sure you use the promo code SR. S for Star, R for Radio. This promo code will give you £5 free credit to send to Africa on your first transaction. Your money will be delivered to your recipient within seconds. Feel free to call me on 0749 7377 647 at any time. I'll be happy to tell you all about SendWave and help you in any way I can. Remember to use the promo code SR for £5 free credit. Medasse. Hi there. Are you dreaming of owning your own house in Ghana? Then you will need a well-documented piece of land that is free from troubles. I highly recommend My Africa Property for any size of land that you will need. With My Africa Property, lands are available in Prampram, Sopoli, Tohenia, Ogome, Dodova, Winneba, and many other locations at affordable prices. These locations are about an hour away from the airport, only 35 minutes from the motorway, 10 minutes drive from Central University College, 10 minutes drive to the beach, and close to Prampram Senior High School and Ghana Men's Soccer Center of Excellence. For more details, visit our website www.myafricaproperty.com or call our UK office on 0208 123 2523. For our US and Canada offices, call us on +1 585 184 994145. You can also email us at ghana@myafricaproperty.com.
Good morning and welcome once again to the Starr Radio UK Morning Show. Okay. Yes, now let's go global trotting there as well. So coming your way from Starr Radio UK, your favorite African and Caribbean radio station in London. Okay. Now, looking at updates from Nigeria this morning. Well, the former head of state, General Yakubu Gowon, retired, has shed light on the rationale behind his decision to restructure Nigeria into 12 states during his tenure. Well, we're going to be telling you more about that as well, and kicking there as well. Okay. And in other stories there, making the rounds there as well. Just bear with that. Port Harcourt Refinery. That's the NNPC Petron speak on petrol price. Well, what is making the prices? Because now we have lots of refineries coming upstream, and now we have the prices of petrol going up or staying up there. So what is it? How does it benefit the people? All right, the Rep screen acting chief of army staff for possible confirmation is the other story making the rounds this morning as well. And federal government spends 8.8 billion to repair vandalized transmission towers. It's another story making the rounds this morning, and it's all coming your way from Starr Radio UK, your favorite African and Caribbean radio station in London. Now, in other stories as well, no, Finnish authorities have not released Biafra separatist Simon Ekpa, arrested over terror activities in southeastern Nigeria. That is some information coming through pertaining to the arrest of Simon Ekpa. So those are some of the stories we're going to be looking at this morning. Wherever you are, don't touch the dial. In other stories making the rounds in the here in on the African continent still. Okay. Tanzania votes imposed, the opposition says, is rigged. About 31 million people were eligible to cast their ballots for more than 80,000 streets and village leaders. I'm going to tell you more about that. Africa politics for you elections are never clearly won. Namibia waits for results of fiercely contested elections. Will the incumbent continue to hold, or the incumbent party, continue to hold a place? And then, still continue, Central African Republic 10 dead in an ambush near a military camp. We're going to tell you, Mali arrests top politician for criticizing Burkina Faso. Well, they are with them. No matter how deep or how bad the situation is. Well, there, it's coming your way from Starr Radio UK. In Ghana, Mahama is the father of digitalization. British Annan is saying, restriction on media access, Jampo, Demelevo, call out Electoral Commission. Do you think that is a wise decision? Now, looking at 9 days more for the election to take place, who do you think is in pole position? And are you satisfied if whatever, you might be in the incumbent government, you might be the opposition, whatever parties and whatever leaders that you are following into, what's the name of the independent one? Cheddar, Alan Chermantain, Dr. Baumia, and Mahama, whichever you are supporting, whatever party that you believe or belong to, are you satisfied with the necessary preparation by the EC? That is the question I'm asking this morning. I want to know your take on that, because they're saying that the political parties or the leaders are going to be signing a peace pact. I mean, we've seen peace pact signed several times. Has it actually delivered at all? We're going to be having the Peace Council saying also, do you agree with all that? Lots more going to be coming your way. It is all coming your way from Starr Radio UK. Professor Opoku Ajiman to ramp up support for Mahama in OT region. The last election, her support or her hailing from particular part of the country didn't help in the results. But maybe this time round, when people are suffering and everything, they would think that vote against them. The political parties set to sign peace pact ahead of election 2024 today. Experience and wisdom are often associated with age. Kufuor shades critics over Baumia endorsement. Oh boy. Well, the youth must serve the nation with integrity, selflessness. That's what the Chief Justice is saying. When people feel that justice has been denied them and the whole sort is coming, why do you think that they want to serve? Because they think that people on the helm of government or up there are doing all sorts. I mean, thievery, evading, paying off taxes, doing all sorts. But what do you think? All right then. EC suspends directive to limit media access at collation centers. Some of the stories making the rounds there as well. Now, when it comes to Parliament recall, well, Parliament recall refusal seek constitutional interpretation at the Supreme Court. That's what the NDC are saying. NDC MP to Afenya Makin, that's the leader of the House, who is from the NPP. But interestingly, they are saying that when the Speaker declared the NDC as a majority because of his denouncing of 4 seats, parliamentary seats. Now, they said they went to the Supreme Court to seek redress. Now, they are saying, if you want us back, go to the Supreme Court again to go and seek interpretation. And then if they interpreted that we have to be back there while election campaigns are going on, why not? We're going to be coming. You want to know more? Stay tuned. Don't touch the dial. So, coming your way. In other parts of the world as well, Putin says attack on Ukraine power grid is response to use of Western weapons in Russia. Well, we know because here in London it is cold. Now look at the temperatures, and you go to that part of the world, it's colder than we see here. But Putin is saying he did that in response to retaliation there. Now Mexico leader responds to Trump claim she agreed to stop migration. We're going to be telling you more about that as well. And houses swept away in Uganda landslide after heavy rainfall. The Lebanon ceasefire is respite, not a solution for the Middle East. That's what Jeremy Bowen, one of the reporters there, is saying. Hangman of Nazi war criminal Adolf Eichmann has now died as well. It is lived very long. Oh God. Okay. In the UK front, before we take a musical break, now net migration to UK hit record 906,000 in a year to June 2023. The revised estimate is more than 660,000 higher than previously thought, while net migration for the latest year is estimated to have fallen to 728,000 people. Okay, so here in the UK, now police investigate 5 people for enabling Al-Fayed sexual abuse. So what role did they play? Did they say, oh, were they how do we even put it? The ones who were the connectors, let me put it that way. Well, Cameron changed his mind to back assisted dying bill. The former prime minister and former foreign minister is saying that he thinks it's something worth looking at. But if you're listening to us and you're in the UK, how confident do you think that bill is? Because we know various religious organizations have come out, and clergy have come out to say that they are angry and are against it, and therefore they are getting signatories to say so. However, the question is, if somebody is terminally ill and they are in so much pain, do we get a necessary respite for them? I mean, when I say even respite, take them to an hospice that will provide them, if they are so much pain, are they going to be getting strong, very, very powerful pain relievers to actually calm them so they will still be alive for that time? Are we prepared to do that? If you are not prepared, you know, when you are sitting on the other side, you are not the one ill, but the person who is there, and you can see them going through pain. Somebody will say you want them to leave, but because they are the ones going through the pain, you don't know. But again, I don't doubt or play down or discount the fact that there are some people who might use that to push or force people to take their lives, and they will say, yeah, oh, they were in so much pain, and so let's see how it all pans out today. Some are saying, well, it's likely that the pro are going to win. However, it looks like, I think that most people that I've spoken to, or groups that have been involved in their policies, seem to think otherwise. Now, Czech billionaire closes in on deal to buy Royal Mail. Well, how is the Royal Mail going to be like now? After that, you want to know more, you got to stay tuned. Don't touch the dial. This is Starr Radio UK. Ellis Hutton has died, teen with cancer who inspired Kate has died. Well, so let's say that time while she was still alive, knowing that she has got some few this into that, and she was in so much pain, so much pain, what do you think she will be thinking or wishing for? Or Would we say, just endure the pain? Oh, endure the pain, endure the pain. And then, so if the person is enduring the pain for months on end, then what? Or are we prepared to give them strong pain relievers? Ones with opioids, so that can numb the pain for them. Just to keep them for the time that nature or God will call them home. What do you think about all that? Last one we're going to be looking at this morning. Okay, so assisted dying. What do you think about that? The bill is going to be voted on today. But this is all coming away from Starr radio station in London, your favorite African and Caribbean radio station in London. And I am Archie. My apologies there for going round and round and round. All right, so let's take a break. We come back and we will bring you the details of the story. Stay tuned. Don't touch the dial.
Hi guys, this is your friend Uruj from SendWave. SendWave is a money transfer app that is used by people all over the world to send money to their loved ones in Africa. With SendWave, you can send money to Ghana, Nigeria, Kenya, Uganda, and Tanzania. And the best part is, SendWave is absolutely commission free. Our exchange rates are excellent. You can see for yourself by checking them out on our website. So how do you use SendWave? SendWave is an app that you can download onto your phone from the App Store or Google Play Store. The app is free to download. After downloading it, just open the app and enter your name, email, and phone number. That's it. You're good to go. Make sure you use the promo code SR. S for Star, R for Radio. This promo code will give you £5 free credit to send to Africa on your first transaction. Your money will be delivered to your recipient within seconds. Feel free to call me on 0749 7377 647 at any time. I'll be happy to tell you all about SendWave and help you in any way I can. Remember to use the promo code SR for £5 free credit. Medasse. Hi there. Are you dreaming of owning your own house in Ghana? Then you will need a well-documented piece of land that is free from troubles. I highly recommend My Africa Property for any size of land that you will need. With My Africa Property, lands are available in Prampram, Sopoli, Tohenia, Ogome, Dodova, Winneba, and many other locations at affordable prices. These locations are about an hour away from the airport, only 35 minutes from the motorway, 10 minutes drive from Central University College, 10 minutes drive to the beach, and close to Prampram Senior High School and Ghana Men's Soccer Center of Excellence. For more details, visit our website www.myafricaproperty.com or call our UK office on 0208 123 2523. For our US and Canada offices, call us on +1 585 184 994145. You can also email us at ghana@myafricaproperty.com.
Everywhere you go, Afrobeat reggae dancehall taking over. Everywhere you go, Afrobeat reggae dancehall taking over. Yo, what's up, people? This is a boy Raskin Bobo One. Tune in every day, every night at the Star Radio UK with the big man them Archie. When I say Orta, you say fire.
I say welcome back to the program. This is Star Radio UK. Share the broadcast with your friends and loved ones and invite them to like our pages as well as we now bring you details of the stories making the rounds this morning. So starting from Nigeria, where we brought you everything. Well, Tinubu has begun. President Bola Tinubu has accompanied by First Lady Senator Oluremi. Senator Oluremi Tinubu arrived in Paris Wednesday evening for a 3-day state visit to France. Tinubu's visit, the fate since assuming office 18 months ago, is at the invitation of French President Emmanuel Macron to fortify Nigerian-France relation, the presidency has said. Touching down at Orly Airport around 5:10 p.m., President Tinubu was welcomed with full military honors by the French Republican Guard. The official engagement will begin on Thursday at the historic Les Invalides, where French President Emmanuel Macron and the First Lady Brigitte Macron will receive the President Tinubu. The visits will continue with a distinguished reception at the Palais de Elise, honoring the Nigerian leader. The visit aims to enhance bilateral ties, focusing on key areas such as agriculture, security, education, health, youth engagement, innovation, energy transition. It promises substantial benefit for Nigeria. Tinubu's special advisor on Information and Strategy, Bayo Ononuga, announced in a statement titled President Tinubu commences state visit to Paris. In collaboration with the President Macron, President Tinubu will address initiatives to boost youth exchange programs and enhance skills in automation, entrepreneurship, and leadership. Well, interesting. Now, is it talk about line up what Nigeria is going to be benefiting from? But I never said about what France is going to benefit from. Is it that now France knows that, well, all their colonial countries that they colonized, most of them in the West African sub-region, seem to be drifting away from their heads, and therefore they think that we need to get some new allies to help us in our quest. So, talking about energy there, we're looking at Nigeria, where now we've got abundance of refineries, where we don't need to take our crude oil outside to go and get anything from there. What is the plan there now? Or are they going to be sending some barges or plants to Nigeria to help the power sector? Let's see what is going to happen there. So coming away from Starr Radio UK, your favorite African and Caribbean radio station in London. In other stories, the former head of state, General Yakubu Gowon, retired, has shed light on the rationale behind his decision to restructure Nigeria into 12 states during his tenure. Now, speaking during a visit by the Senator Ibrahim Shekaru, led League of Northern Democrats to the Yakubu Gowon Center in Abuja, the other statement explained that the move was aimed at dousing regional tension and addressing fear of Northern domination over other parts of the country. Now, Gowon led Nigeria from 1966 to 1975, emphasized that his primary motivation was the preservation of national unity. My position has always been that whatever the North does must serve the greater interest of Nigeria, he stated. The creation of states, he noted, was born out of extensive consultation with political leaders, chiefs, and various groups, all of whom recognized the need for a more balanced federation. It was for this reason that I supported the creation of multiple states to prevent any one region from becoming too powerful and threatening the country's unity, Gowon said. Now, Gowon highlighted the tense atmosphere that surrounded Nigeria at the time, with calls for secession coming from various regions. At that time, there was considerable anxiety from the south about the northern dominance, which nearly led to calls for secession from all regions, the west, the east, and even the north, he recounted. Now, this deeply worried me. I was in Nigeria, raised in Nigeria, and served a profession that represented the country's collective interest. My decision to advocate for states creation stemmed from a desire to prevent the fragmentation of our nation, he added. Now, reflecting on the regional tensions of the era, Gowon shared his concerns about what might have become the country had it disintegrated. If we had allowed it, we would. What would we call ourselves today? We might have ended up with a separate nation, whether Yoruba, Igbo, Hausa, or otherwise, he remarked. Now, Gowon also reiterated his non-partisan stance, stressing that his allegiance has always been to Nigeria as a whole. My profession shaped my belief in serving the country above all else, and I avoided partisan politics, he said. He urged leaders to focus on unity rather than regional or sectional interests. Now, Nigeria's population and diversity are strengths. If we can unite despite our differences, we can build the Nigeria we all envision, he added. Now, Gowon commended the LND for its efforts, to address challenges in the north, such as insecurity and political divisions, while emphasizing the importance of collaboration. The north is incredibly diverse, encompassing various states, tribes, such as Igbo-speaking communities in Benue State, and the Yoruba presence there as well. These differences enrich our region and should encourage unity rather than division, he explained. Now, expressing sadness over the current security challenges, Gowon lamented the activities of groups like Lukurawa from Mali, which he said had worsened the region's problems, Earlier, Senator Ibrahim Shakaru, chairman of the LND, described Gowon as a symbol of Nigeria's unity, strength, and resilience. He congratulated the retired general on his 90th birthday and lauded his efforts to maintain Nigeria's cohesion during turbulent times. Explaining the formation of the LND, Shakaru said the link of the Northern Democrat was born out of shared sense of urgency and responsibility among Northern elites to address the critical challenges facing our region. Together, we seek to reposition the North as a bastion of political, economic, and cultural influence, a North that reclaims its historical role as a beacon of leadership in Nigeria. And Gowon concluded his remarks by expressing optimism for Nigeria's future, urging the LND to prioritize the nation's collective good. You started something significant, and I hope you're prepared to collaborate with others for the future of Nigeria. Your dedication gives me hope for the nation's future, he said. Now, with all that statement and the fact that he is said to be a unifier, do you think that maybe somewhere, somehow, his role that he has played for the nation is what, or that he played during his tenure, is what left the nation together? And again, has his legacy been destroyed by others who came after him? Because if you have the Southwest saying, we want to leave, you have the Southeast, the Biafran saying, we want to leave, and then you have the middle belt, and then even you have the North, the Arewa group saying, we want to leave. Because others think that the Northerners are becoming too powerful. What do you think? Let us know, and let me hear from you. This is Starr Radio UK, your favorite African and Caribbean radio station in London. At 11:29, updates from Nigeria. The Petroleum Products Retail Outlets Owners Association of Nigeria, the Petron, on Wednesday said no new price for petrol has been released by the Nigerian National Petroleum Company Limited. That is Port Harcourt Refinery. The national president on Petron, Billy Gales Harry, in a statement on Wednesday said its members only bought petrol with old pricing template awaiting new pricing. Now, Petron made this known in reaction to report that a liter of petrol at the Port Harcourt Refinery is 75 naira higher than Dangote Refinery. Now, speaking during the reopening ceremony of the refinery on Tuesday, Petron National Public Relations Officer Joseph Obele said petrol from the refinery is priced at 1,045 per liter, and that's 75 naira higher than the 970 per liter sold by Dangote. In its statement on Wednesday, the association said it expects that the NNPC will soon announce a new petrol price. The National Headquarters of Petroleum Products Retail Outlets Owners Association of Nigeria, Abuja, would like to inform the media and the general public that no new price for premium motor spirit has been released by the NNPC Port Harcourt Refinery. Members of the Petron only bought PMS with old pricing templates awaiting new prices. We are excited that the production and loading of refined petroleum products have commenced at the Port Harcourt Refinery, and we are expecting that soon the price of PMS will be stated by NNPC to the benefit of Nigerians, the statement said. Well, so what do you think is going to happen there? I'm going to have prices coming down for the common Nigerian person who is struggling to be able to buy it at a price, and how it's going to impact his own personal economy. Do you think that's going to happen? Well, this is all coming away from Starr Radio UK at 11:31, and it is the Thursday edition of the morning show. Okay, and we go on and on. Okay. Reps are screening acting Chief of Army Staff for possible confirmation. Information coming through says the House of Representatives Committee on Defense on Wednesday in Abuja began screening of the acting Chief of Army Staff, Lieutenant General Olufemi Oloyede, for possible confirmation. The House of Representatives Committee on Defense on Wednesday began that. Okay, and it says that the chairman of the committee, Rep. Benson Babajimi, APC Lagos State, said that the screening was a constitutional mandate of the House. He said that the proactive approaches to national security must be prioritized to address insecurity in the country. Now, Baba Jimmy said that Nigeria continues to grapple with an evolving spectrum of security challenges ranging from insurgency and banditry to communal clashes and cyber threats. The lawmaker said that for over a decade, the armed forces of Nigeria have been at the forefront of responding to these challenges, launching numerous operations and providing vital support to internal security efforts. Now, while we commend the significant successes recommended in recent years, it is clear that more work remains to be done to achieve sustainable peace across all regions of the country. Well, this will come your way from Starr Radio UK. We going on. Well, I'll just bring you the headline of that. So far, the federal government is saying that it spent 8.8 billion naira to repair vandalized transmission towers. And it says that, just bear with me, let me get that. Mr. Sule Abdulaziz, managing director of the Transmission Company of Nigeria, TCN, says the federal government has spent about 8.8 billion to repair vandalized transmission towers across the country. Now, this is contained in a statement in Abuja on Wednesday by Mr. Bolaji Tonji, Special Advisor on Strategic Communication and Media Relations to the Minister of Power. Now, Tonji said, Abdulaziz said this is on Tuesday at the quarterly Power Sector Working Group meeting in Abuja. Abdulaziz, who was represented by Mr. Olugbenga Jiboye, Executive Director of Transmission Services Provider, said that between January 13 and now, 128 transmission towers have been destroyed either by vandals or bandits across the country. So what? Are we going to be sending troops there to protect it? How are they going about destroying this? Are they saboteurs or what? Have they been hired to do so or what? Okay, so coming your way from Starr Radio UK. Biafra separatist Samuel Ekpa has been released and acquitted of terrorism charges. A claim has gone, but is saying it is all false. Multiple Facebook posts claim that Biafra separatist Samuel Ekpa has been released days after he was arrested by Finland's National Bureau of Investigation for links with violence and terror activities southeast Nigeria is saying. Now, Samuel Ekpa that's the news that came. Samuel Ekpa regains freedom following arrest over alleged terrorism activities. Raised the headline of a supposed breaking news. On the 26th, that's the day before yesterday. The body of the post says Ekpa has reportedly been released from detention. It continues. But Ekpa release is likely to further heighten tensions in Nigeria as he remains a controversial figure due to his vocal separatist stance and alleged influence and unrest in the southeast region. The news of Ekpa's release has sparked reaction from supporters. Finland Court of Justice has received all their evidences against the Nigerian terrorist state of high disturbing scores on human rights violation, terrorism, forceful intimidation, kidnapping of innocent citizens by the military, disobedience of international and human rights law, and killing #EndSARS youth that march on the streets of Nigeria and Biafra just to exercise right of protest, and recent jailing of children or minors for protesting against bad government in Nigeria. It says the Finnish authorities arrested Ekpa and 4 others on 21st of November. The Pajem District Court in Finland remanded Ekpa in prison as he faces terrorism charges for using the social media to incite violence in southeast Nigeria. But we don't have any information pertaining to his release of that. So, but information coming through declaration. We know that the Biafran saying leaders still are saying that there will be a declaration. But I've been saying this all the time. Declaration, what does it mean? If somebody declares something, what does it mean? I can say, I am the president of Nigeria, or I am the president of the United States, or I'm the prime minister of the UK, because I live in the UK. That doesn't make me the prime minister of the UK? No. There should be things that should be on the ground that will bring that into being. So have those things been put on the ground as well already? What do you think about all that? It's all coming your way from Starr Radio UK. Now let's move on to other stories making the round on the African continent at 11:37. In Namibia, vote counting is underway in Namibia after what was widely seen as the most fiercely contested election in decades. There were long queues outside polling stations throughout the day on Wednesday as the country's youthful population cast their ballots for a new president and parliament. Now, voting closed at 9 in the evening local time, and initial figures suggests there was a high voter turnout. The Southwest African People's Organization SWAPO, which has ruled Namibia since leading it to independence from apartheid South Africa in 1990, has faced a tough election. But if it wins, it is its presidential candidate, Vice President Netumbo Nandi Ndaitwah, will become the country's first female leader. In the run up to the polls, however, analysts said there was a strong possibility that SWAPO could be ousted by young people who make up 64% of registered voters. They are fed up with high levels of unemployment, inequality, and corruption allegations and want change. To be elected president, a candidate might get more than 50% of the vote, or there will be a run-off. Well, we are expecting the result over the weekend. So hopefully, if we get it by tomorrow, maybe we'll bring your way. If not, hopefully by Monday, we'll be bringing those details your way. So coming your way from Starr Radio, okay? It's your favorite African and Caribbean radio station in London. In Tanzania, Tanzanians have been voting in local government elections that are widely seen as a crucial test for the country's democratic institution ahead of next year's presidential polls. About 31 million people will be eligible to cast their ballots for more than 80,000 street and village leaders who will considerable power in the country. Now, President Samia Suluhu Hassan, ruling Chama Cha Mapinduzi, dominant force for decades, is facing a strong challenge from opposition parties that boycotted the 2019 election. She promised this election will be free and fair election, but there were allegations of irregularities and incidences of repression ahead of the polls. The main opposition party, Chadema, accused authorities of vote rigging as 1,000 of its candidates were disqualified from running. The party spokesperson said there were widespread irregularities, including the stuffing of ballot boxes. On Wednesday, Chadema said 3 of its members were killed on the eve of the election, and that party leader Freeman Mbowe was briefly arrested during a rally over the weekend. Hassan took office following the sudden death in 2021 of her authoritarian predecessor John Magufuli. At first, she was feted for easing the restriction he had imposed on the opposition and media, but rights groups and Western government have subsequently criticized what they see as renewed repression ahead of yesterday's polls. Now, that is also in the pipeline. We're going to be bringing your way. And now let's go to Ghana as well. Now, the banter between both parties in Parliament is going on. But the Executive Director of Parliament Network Africa, Samuel Bing, has described as problematic the timing of Alexander Afenyo-Markin's memo to the Speaker of Parliament, Agbangbabin, for a recall of the House. The Speaker of Parliament has declined a request from the Majority Leader to recall the House before upcoming elections, citing practical challenges and the need for members of Parliament to focus on their constituencies. I've been saying this. In a memo, the Speaker outlined reasons why it was not feasible to convene Parliament before the elections, emphasizing the difficulty in gathering members who are currently in their constituencies. Now, speaking this morning, Sammy Obeng mentioned that the timing of Afenyo Markins presenting the memo to the Speaker of Parliament was bad. Now, well, the timing was problematic, and of course, we've got to be practical with these. Of course, he is a majority leader and leader of government business, he explained. The executive director added that the Speaker's reason for declining the request to recall the House before election is that Parliament will have to address a significant volume of work after the elections. Now, the House should brace itself for quite a good volume of work to be done after the elections, considering the limited time it would have before this Parliament gets dissolved, he noted. Mr. Obeng also said that this decision by the Speaker will allow members of Parliament to concentrate on their election campaigns, and when Parliament is resumed, they can extensively make up for the lost time. Now, maybe this allows for a period for members of Parliament to focus on and concentrate on the election. And once they are back, we expect that they will put in double work to be able to make room for all the lost time, as the director has said. So Parliament is not dissolved yet. They're going for election. Everybody is contesting their seats. Let them go and campaign. Maybe Afenyo Markin has got a safe seat and therefore thinks that, you know what, it's cool, isn't it? However, another person, the NDC, the opposition party, the member of Parliament for Efutu, Alexander Kwame Afenyo Markin, is making headlines after Speaker Bagwin rejected the MPP caucus's request for Parliament recall to address urgent government matters. In a memo to the leader of their government business on the 26th of November, Bagwin stated that summoning the House just a few days before election would not be in the nation's best interest. He explained that the parliamentary calendar acknowledges election campaign periods during which the government, members of Parliament present their manifestos and hold themselves accountable to Ghanaians for the mandate they have been given. In conclusion, Agban Bagwin said the House will resume sitting after the elections to complete all essential matters before a seamless transition to the 9th Parliament of the 4th Republic of Ghana. On the back of this, Ghanaian netizens are mocking Afenyo Markin for having his request turned down. These critics are calling on him to seek another order from the Supreme Court to compel the Speaker to recall Parliament. Other trending topics so it's quite an interesting one. Is it going to go to the Supreme Court to say, call Parliament, let them call the House so that we can see pressing government issues there? It's all coming your way from Starr Radio UK, your favorite African and Caribbean radio station in London. At 11:45, and the lines are open. You want to hop in to share your take with us, feel free to do so. Kwame Addo Kufuor Jr., a son of the former Minister of Defense, Dr. Kwame Addo Kufuor, is reportedly dead. The unfortunate news of the demise of Kwame Addo Kufuor Jr. was made public by the veteran Ghanaian music producer Fred Che Mensah. In a Facebook post, Fredima, as he is known in entertainment circles, disclosed that he was saddened with the death of his classmate from Prempeh College. Now, Kwame Addo Kufuor Jr. is a former president of the Ghana Chamber of Mines and also served as the president of the ECOWAS Federation of Chambers of Mines. He also served as a Chamber's representative in the Ministry of Lands and Natural Resources Advisory Council and the Private Enterprises Federation Council of Ghana. Addo Kufuor Jr. held top positions at Newmont Africa and Anglo Gold Ashanti, where he became vice president of the corporate affairs and head of finance of Anglo Gold Ashanti West African operation. Addo Kufuor was also a fellow of the Institute of Chartered Accountants in England and Wales and members of the Institute of Chartered Accountants Ghana. There is yet to be any official confirmation with this news. Now, although we have picked up, we'll keep the story open for updates. So, God willing, when we come your way tomorrow, we should be able to bring you all the necessary updates from there. Okay, one other story and then we'll move on. The public relations officer of the Ministry of Education, Kwesi Kwarteng, stormed out of a live interview on the 25th, an exchange with host Johnny Hughes across roads during discussions on the controversial issue of expired rice that was repackaged for distribution. Kwarteng, while addressing the concerns, explained that the rice in question had undergone testing as mandated by the Ghana Food and Drugs Authority. He said that the company behind the rice, Moshosho, had sent it back to India for further testing under the oversight of the Indian equivalent of the FDA. This process, he argued, ensured proper verification for Ghana's FDA to approve repackaging. However, Hughes challenged the credibility of the process, questioning why the company responsible for selling the expired rice was involved in facilitating its testing. He pointed out that the potential conflict of interest in relying on Moshosho to handle the logistics for the testing, which further complicated public trust in the procedure. As the host pressed for clarity, Kwarteng accused Hughes of having a predetermined stance on the matter, saying, "You already have your position, so I am not interested in discussing this matter again." He then stood up and walked out of the studio. Okay, it's all coming your way from Starr Radio UK. When you are in the public eye, oh boy, oh boy. Okay, let's move on. Let's move on to some of the other stories there. The National Peace Council will convene today, Thursday, November 28, with representatives from all political parties and their presidential candidates in the upcoming December 7 election to sign a peace pact aimed at ensuring a peaceful electoral process. Now, the peace agreement will bind candidates to uphold peace before, during, and after the elections, committing to conduct their campaigns in a manner that promotes national unity and stability. The chairman of the National Peace Council, Reverend Dr. Ernest Edu-Jemfi, in an interview this morning said, expressed confidence that the candidates will honor the commitment and take part in the signing ceremony. Now, so far, we believe that all the parties will be there. We have commitment for all of them. We have sent them a copy of the pact for them to study if they have any comments to come back. And so far, we have not had any adverse reaction for any or from any of the parties. And so, right now, in the quote continues, all we are doing is putting down appropriations for the various logistics and the things that need to be done for the signing of the pact. Now, do you believe in signing peace pacts in our part of the world? When some know that exactly that with what is going on, maybe some way, somehow, you can see blatantly somebody screwing you. Yet, they say, just take it like that. We signed a peace pact. Therefore, you cannot do jack. But what do you think about that? Okay. One more story and then we move on from there. The former president, John Ejikun Kafuor, has responded to criticism leveled against him for endorsing Dr. Baumia, the New Patriotic Party flag bearer for the 2024 general election. The endorsement, which stirred debate within political circles, has drawn reactions from various quarters, including former Trade Minister Alan Chairman Ting, now the founder of and leader of the Movement for Change, and speaking at a mini rally in Abuakwa South on Wednesday. The former president addressed his critics. defending his decision to back Dr. Bawumia. Mr. Kufuor stressed the value of experience and wisdom in leadership, suggesting that these attributes are often associated with age and can be instrumental in guiding a nation through challenges. The former president dismissed the criticism as unwarranted, emphasizing that his endorsement of Dr. Bawumia was based on careful consideration of his track record and vision for Ghana. He underscored the need for Ghanaians to focus on electing a leader capable of continuing the country's progress. Former president concluded by calling for respect for divergent opinions within the democratic process. He noted that while criticism are part of political discourse, the ultimate goal should be to prioritize the nation's development and stability over personal disagreement. In the quote, he said, "I am facing criticism for voicing my opinions on national matters due to my position as a statesman. Experience and wisdom are often associated with age," he said. This is Starr Radio UK, and this is your favorite African and Caribbean radio station in London. Just bear with me whilst I try to bring you the final bits of the news making the rounds in Ghana this morning. In another story pertaining to the arrest of national security, an airports manager of the Emirates Airlines, the National Democratic Congress has condemned the alleged kidnapping of Emirates Airlines airport manager Sylvia Patience Barr, reportedly at the hands of Ghana's National Security and National Intelligence Bureau. Now, November 21, 2024, Sylvia Barr Patience, the manager for Emirates Airport, was allegedly kidnapped by some unknown persons and was released in the next 24 hours when the issue became a national discussion. The NDC claims Ms. Barr was abducted near her home, held against her will for nearly a day, and eventually abandoned near Asherman. They allege the incident stemmed from a dispute between Ms. Barr and three individuals, two from the National Signal Bureau and businesswoman, and a representative retaliation for challenging powerful figures within the government. The NDC sharply criticized the Kufuor-Bawumia administration, framing the alleged kidnapping as a symptom of wider governmental lawlessness and the abuse of power. They claim this incident, along with others, demonstrates a pattern of state-sponsored intimidation and violence against civilians, seriously damaging Ghana's international image. The NDC demands a prompt, unbiased, and transparent investigation by the Inspector General of Police to apprehend and prosecute those responsible. They further linked this alleged incident to their campaign platform, arguing that only a change in government, specifically an NDC victory under John Mahama, can restore public trust in law enforcement and ensure the safety and security of all Ghanaians. 5 minutes to the top of the hour. This is Starr Radio UK, and this is your favorite African and Caribbean radio station in London. Wow, I'm going to bring you a lovely tune at the tail end of the program. But now, let's go to a quick break, and then I bring you stories from other parts of the world. Stay tuned.
Getting onto the property ladder has never been easy until now. Join us this and every Thursday from 7 p.m. to 8:30 p.m. live on the Property Hour Show on Starr Radio UK, where we talk to mortgage brokers, property developers, estate agents, landlord, tenant, property consultants on how to invest or get into the property business and make money. You can't afford to miss this. The Property Hour Show is your best source into the property industry.
Everywhere you go, Afrobeat reggae dancehall taking over. Everywhere you go, Afrobeat reggae dancehall taking over. Yo, what's up, people? This is a boy Raskin Bobo One. Tune in every day, every night at the Star Radio UK with the big man them Archie. When I say order, you say fire.
All right. So, Star Radio UK, the Thursday edition, the final segment of the program, looking at stories from other parts of the world. Well, President Vladimir Putin has said Russia's overnight missile and drone attacks on Ukraine's power grid is a response to Ukraine's use of long-range US and UK weapons inside Russia. He also threatened to target Kyiv's decision-making centers with Russia's new ballistic missiles. Now, more than 1 million Ukrainians have been left without power following the overnight assault. Ukraine's President Volodymyr Zelensky described the attack as a vile escalation. I have a picture of a lady with a dog wrapped, virtually showing how cold the area and the situation is. But the missiles and drones fired to knock out the power of Ukrainian homes and industry, partly to stop production of ammunition and missiles, but primarily to make life miserable for the population at large. Ukraine has been forced to adapt to these attacks, and businesses and even many houses now have generators that kick in when the mains power is cut. Now, there are invisibility points where you can go to stay warm, get fed, and charge your devices. But the point of these strikes is so sap strength and morale, and that is effective. All the same, I think these strikes do suggest a degree of pressure on Putin himself right now to end his full-scale invasion soon and claim some kind of win before it becomes risky for him domestically. So far, he's managed to avoid any general mobilization, which would be hugely unpopular. But tens of thousands of Russian families have lost fathers and sons, and Putin has had to recruit North Korean soldiers to fill the ranks. And that is quite an interesting one. Why has Russian youth decide not to go to the battlefront, or why are they not enrolling to go to the battlefront? It's all coming your way from Star Radio UK, your favorite African and Caribbean radio station in London. So coming your way. For most of the people of Lebanon, a ceasefire could not come quickly enough. A leading Lebanese analyst at a conference on the Middle East that we attended, or we had reps there in Rome, said she couldn't sleep as the appointed hour for the ceasefire came closer. It was like the night before Christmas when you are a kid. I couldn't wait for it to happen. You can see why there is relief. More than 3,500 citizens of Lebanon have been killed in Israel's strikes. Displaced people parked their cars before dawn to try to get back to whatever remains of their homes. Now, well over 1 million of them have been forced to flee by Israeli military actions. Now, thousands have been wounded, and the homes of tens of thousands of others have been destroyed. But in Israel, some feel they have lost their chance to do more damage to Hezbollah. Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu met the heads of Israel's northern municipalities, which have been turned into ghost towns, with around 60,000 civilians evacuated further south. Now, Israel Net news website reported that it was an angry meeting that turned into a shouting match, with some of the locals officials frustrated that Israel was taking the pressure off their enemies in Lebanon and not offering an immediate plan to get civilians home. In a newspaper column, the mayor of Kiryat Shmona, close to the border, said he doubted the ceasefire will be enforced, demanding that Israel creates a buffer zone in South Lebanon. In a poll commissioned by the Israeli station Channel 12 News, those questions were roughly split between supporters and opponents of the ceasefire. Half of the participants in the survey believe Hezbollah has not been defeated, and 30% think the ceasefire will collapse. But if you are listening to us, what I think is going to happen there is exactly a minute after 12, and we are at the tail end of the program, just bringing you everything that you need to know from what is happening in the Middle East and other parts of the world as well. Now, Israel will appeal against the International Crimes Court arrest warrants for Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu and former Defense Minister Yoav Gallant. Now, judges last week issued warrants for the two men along with Hamas military commander Mohammed Deif, saying there were responsible grounds to believe that the three men bore criminal responsibility for alleged war crimes and crimes against humanity in Gaza. Now, Israel's government, along with Netanyahu and Gallant, strongly rejected the accusation. On Wednesday, the Prime Minister's office said it had informed the ICC of its intention to appeal to the court along with a demand to delay implementation of the arrest warrant. It reiterated that Israel both denied the authority of the ICC and the legitimacy of the warrant against Netanyahu and Gallant. Netanyahu's office also said U.S. Senator Lindsey Graham had updated Netanyahu on the efforts that he is advancing in the U.S. Congress against the ICC and countries that have cooperated with it. The U.S. President Joe Biden called the warrant outrageous last week. Whatever the ICC might imply, there is no equivalence. None between Israel and Hamas. We will always stand with Israel against threats to its security, he said. Well, so what are signatories to this ICC? Is Israel signatory to that, or what? And if they are not signatory to that, what can be done to them? Well, you want to know more, you got to stay tuned, because as the days and the weeks and everything goes on, rest assured we're going to be bringing that your way. Okay. Yesterday we did talk about the Russia spy's claim, but number 10 has dismissed Russia's spy claim as baseless. Now, Downing Street has denied allegation that a British diplomat expelled from Russia was a spy. Now, Russian state-run news agency reported that the country's security services accused the diplomat, whose photo was shared on Russia TV bulletins, of providing false information on his documents and carrying out espionage activities. Now, when asked if a tit-for-tat expulsion would occur, number 10 spokesman said they were considering their response. To be clear, refute these allegations, he said, calling them baseless. Russian Foreign Ministry spokesman Maria Zakharova said the ministry had also summoned the British ambassador, TASS news agency reported. Now, footage shows the British ambassador's car pulling up at the Ministry of Foreign Affairs in Moscow. All right, then. It is all coming your way from Starr Radio UK, your favorite African and Caribbean radio station in London. Okay, we'll just move on. We'll move on to other stories as well. Mexico's President Claudia Sheinbaum has appeared to contradict President-elect Donald Trump's claim that the two have struck a deal to stop migration to the border, the U.S. border. After a phone call on Wednesday, Trump posted online she has agreed to stop migration through Mexico and into the United States, effectively closing our southern border. Sheinbaum responded quickly that she had reiterated Mexico's position was not to close borders, but address migration while respecting human rights. On Monday, Trump alarmed U.S. trading partners as he vowed upon taking office in January to slap an across-the-board tariff of 25% on Mexico and Canada and a 10% tariff on China. He said the import duties on Mexico and Canada would only be removed once illegal migration and drug trafficking to the U.S. has stopped. He said China will be subject to tariffs until it cracked down on smuggling of the drug fentanyl. Sheinbaum vowed early on Wednesday to retaliate the U.S. triggered triggered a trade war. If there are U.S. tariffs, Mexico would also raise tariffs, she told a press conference. She was joined by Mexican Economy Minister Marcelo Ebrard, who urged more regional cooperation. It is a shot in the foot, Ebrard said of Trump's proposed duties, which appear to breach the USMCA trade deal that Trump himself struck in 2018 during his first presidency between the US, Mexico, and Canada. So, how is it all going to be panning out? It's going to be quite an interesting one, wouldn't it? But this all coming your way from Starr Radio UK, your favorite African and Caribbean radio station in London. Officials from Canada, Mexico, and China has warned U.S. President-elect Donald Trump's pledge to impose sweeping tariffs on America's three largest trading partners could upend the economies of all four countries. To one tariff will follow another in response, so and so on, until we put our common businesses at risk, Mexico's President Claudia Sheinbaum said. Trump vowed on Monday night to introduce 25% tariffs on goods coming from Mexico and Canada and additional 10% on goods coming from China. He said the duties were a bid to clamp down on drugs and illegal immigration. Now, Canada's Prime Minister Justin Trudeau said he spoke to Trump in the hours after the announcement and planned to hold a meeting with Canada's provincial leaders on Wednesday to discuss a response. The international pushback came a day after Trump announced his plans for his first day in office on the 20th of January in a post on his social media website, Truth Social. It's all coming your way from Starr Radio UK. An eye for an eye, a tooth for a tooth, and the whole world goes blind. Okay. Closer to home, in what is one of Europe's best performing economies, mom of four, Emma says she lies awake at night worrying if her children will get the medical care they need. She is one of many in the Republic of Ireland who say they are not feeling the benefits of the country's considerable healthy bank balance. As polls in the country's general election prepared to open on Friday, there are lots of voters who say they feel frustrated and grumpy. Pressures around housing, immigration, and public services have dominated the campaign. So what do you think is going to happen there? It is all coming your way from Starr Radio UK, your favorite African and Caribbean radio station in London. Now, before we get to the UK, now Shalom Naga, the man who hanged Nazi war criminal Adolf Eichmann in Israel in 1962, has died in his late 80s. Naga, a prison guard at the facility where Eichmann was kept, was chosen for the task and did not volunteer. He said he had nightmares about it for years afterwards. The hanging was the only judicial execution ever held in the state of Israel. Now, Eichmann, one of the leading architects of the final solution aimed at wiping out Europe's Jews, was abducted by Israeli agents from Argentina in 1960 and sentenced a year later after a landmark public trial. Naga was born in Yemen in the late 1930s and moved to Israel as an orphan in 1948. His exact age is not clear. Now, after serving in the military, he joined Israel's prison service and was selected as a personal guard for Eichmann at Ramleh prison. His duties included tasting the prisoner's food in case it was poisoned. He said he was selected at random to carry out the execution, and Eichmann was hanged on the 30th of May 1962. Naga's identity remained secret for another 30 years amid fears of reprisals, but was revealed by Israel journalists in 1992. In the following years, he gave a series of interviews providing sometimes graphic details of the hanging and its aftermath. He explained that after the death was done, he was told to load the corpse into an oven for cremation, but his hands were shaking and he was unable to walk unaided. For some time afterward, he suffered PTSD and nightmares. He later became religious and moved to West Bank settlement of Kiryat Arba. Media reporters said a documentary called The Hangman was made about him in 2010. Eichmann played a key role in the 1942 Wannsee Conference, at which the Nazis' annihilation of European Jewry was planned and was seen as the logistic mastermind of the final solution. He lived incognito in Germany after the end of the World War II and fled to Argentina in 1950. Israel's intelligence located him in 1960, kidnapped him, and brought him to Israel to stand trial on charges of including war crimes, crimes against humanity, and crimes against the Jewish people. He did not deny the charges of the Holocaust, but said he was following others. After a trial that was filmed and broadcast on TV, he was convicted on most counts and sentenced to death. And the hanger, or the hangman, has also died. It is all coming your way from Starr Radio UK, your favorite African and Caribbean radio station in London. At 12 minutes past the top of the hour, and we are here. In the UK, former British Army soldier Daniel Khalif has been found guilty of spying for Iran. The Khalif, who escaped prison while awaiting trial, collected information and passed it to Tehran and was found to have gathered the names of special forces soldiers. He was cleared of a charge of perpetrating a bomb hoax at his army barracks. The 23-year-old admitted breaking out of Wandsworth prison in London September 2023 by strapping himself to the underside of a food delivery lorry during his Woolwich Crown Court trial. Now, Justice Bobby Cherma-Grab told his trial at Woolwich Crown Court that Khalif will face a long custodial sentence when he is sentenced early next year. His actions breached the Official Secrets Act and the Terrorism Act. Prosecutors said Khalif played a cynical game after he contacted a man linked to Iranian intelligence soon after joining the army in September 2018, before later telling MI6 he wanted to be a double agent. He collected sensitive information that posed a real danger in the wrong hands, the court head. Well, he's been found guilty, so let's see what happens there. It's all coming away from Starr Radio UK, your favorite African and Caribbean radio station in London. So here, the Metropolitan Police has said it is investigating more than 5 people it believes may have assisted or enabled Mohammed Al Fayyad's sexual offense. The force launched a new investigation after 90 alleged new victims came forward following documentary by the BBC, which revealed the extent of billionaire predatory behavior. It was previously revealed that the force had been contacted by 21 alleged victims before the documentary was released. Despite the Al Fayyad died last year, having faced no criminal charges. It is thought the timescales of the new allegations is between 1977 and 2014, with the youngest victim aged, you want to know, 13 years old. Okay, Starr Radio UK, your favorite African radio station in London. 2 more stories and then we'll bring the program to a close. I'll bring you some lovely tune for all of you who are going to the polling stations today or during the course of a few weeks or days. Now, net migration to the UK was 906,000 in the year up to June 2023, far higher than previous estimates. About 1.3 million people came to live in the UK in this period, while 414 people left. The net migration, the difference between the number of people living there and arriving for the following 12 months, was 728,000 according to the Office of National Statistics. Now, pressed on what Labour wants net migration to be, Migration Minister Sema Malotro said declines to give a figure to what they wanted. Since 09:30 GMT this morning, we've combing through the latest sets of net migration figures published by the Office of National Statistics. And then the previous estimates for net migration have been revised upwards, including for the year to June 2023, and now stand at a record 906,000. For the following year, ending June 2024, estimated net migration to the UK was lower at 728,000. What measures or what moves have been put in place to make the UK, let me put it for lack of word, these tasteful people coming in here? Well, it's all coming your way. Now, interesting, this one I'll not be able to touch it, but first new asthma attack treatment in 50 years, said an injection that will sort it out. Now, former Prime Minister Lord David Cameron had backed moves to legalize assisted dying for terminally ill adults. In an article in the Times, Lord Cameron said that while he had opposed moves to legalize assisted dying in the past, he believed the current proposal was not about ending life, it's about shortening death. Previously, his main concern had been that vulnerable people could be pressured into hastening their own deaths, but he said he believed the current proposal contained sufficient safeguards to prevent it. Now, Lord Cameron becomes the first former Prime Minister to support the bill after Gordon Brown, Baroness Theresa May, Boris Johnson and Liz Truss all said they were against it. Brown, a long-standing critic of assisted dying, said last Sunday, assisted dying law, however well intended, will alter society's attitude towards elderly, seriously ill and disabled people, even if only subliminally. And I also fear the current profession will lose something irreplaceable: their position as exclusively caregivers. Brown, Johnson and Truss will not get a vote on the issue, though, as they are no longer MPs. However, Lord Cameron, appointed a peer by Rishi Sunak to serve as a foreign secretary, pledged to vote for the bill if it reached the House of Lords. The last time there was a vote on legalized assisted dying in the House of Commons in 2015, he did not record a vote. Sources close to Baroness May, who also sits on the Lords, said her views had not changed since she voted against legalizing assisted dying in 2015. So if you are in the Chamber of Parliament today, where will your vote go? Do you think legalizing assisted dying is evil? Let me put it this way, from the Christian context or religious context: sin. And so we have to look on why somebody suffers and suffers and suffers. But the question is, are people going to be taken to hospice where they are going to get end of life care? So we know that these ones are going through pain. We don't want to take their life, but everything that they need, medicines or strong pain relievers that they need to help them go through that pain, are going to be giving them, so that their last moments on earth, call it whether a week, 2 weeks, a month, or years, some will go through like that. We hope that they get the necessary, help whilst they are still alive, so they're not constantly in pain, shouting, screaming. Because I've seen people who were on that part. However, maybe some people are going to take advantage of that. So I see that you got lots of money. Yeah, what do we call it? My family member or something. Yes, and I decide, you know what? Let's get rid of this person, cry, and I can have his money to chop, right? And then, poops. What do you think about that? So, well, I know various platforms that I belong on, as I was saying, have advocated against it. But I don't know what you think about that. Let us hear from you. But this is where I bring the program to a close for today at 12:21. And it has been a pleasure coming your way. I'm going to bring you a nice tune for those of you who intend to go to the police stations. And, well, you know what? Go there and give them, as the Zongo man says, a bloody nose. When that song ends, you don't hear from me. It's with me, Archie, saying, have a top of the day. Bye-bye for now. God bless you.
the ballot box.
Use the ballot box.
Use your vote. Go to the polling station and give them a bloody nose. Go to the polling station and give them a bloody nose. One man, one vote. It is your right. If you have a vote, you've got power. So every man have a vote. Every woman have a vote. Use the ballot box.
Use the ballot box.
Use your vote. Go to the polling station and give them a bloody nose. Go to the polling station and give them a bloody nose. Take no lies, take no bribe, take no promises, take no sting, take no sound bites, no slogan shouting. Use the ballot box.
Use the ballot box.
Use your vote. Go to the polling station and give them a bloody nose. Go to the polling station.
This is Starr Radio UK.
Thanks for listening.
Don't rig votes. No gerrymandering. Don't use violence. No military coup. No intimidation. No harassment. Use the ballot box.
Use the ballot box.
Use your vote. Go to the polling station and give them a bloody nose. Go to the polling station and give them a bloody nose. Register to vote so that you can vote. Vote for no wolves to care for sheep. Vote for people who care for you. Use the ballot box.
Use the ballot box.
Use your vote. Go to the polling station and give them a bloody nose. Go to the polling station and give them a bloody nose. Use the ballot box.